Map 24 was almost completely captured. After nearly 400 conquered bases, every base battle seems to be a repetition. This gives rise to the idea of trying something completely different. Experiences with Vulcan bombers have already been shown in previous videos. PACKO came up with the idea of using 2S3s as cannon fodder. The first row of defense towers is destroyed conventionally, it with PUMAs and AMLs. Then come oodles of 2S3, as many as you can have with a high group limit obtained from many bases taken. The 2S3 are not in maximum range as usual, but are deliberately used as cannon fodder. At the same time, they do a lot of damage. This speeds up the otherwise tough middle phase of the base attack considerably. PACKO can build the 2S3s from normal production, without accelerators. This means that for him, they are virtually free. The 2S3s have the same threat to the base as Pumas and Vulcan bombers. A target is chosen at random from targets of the same threat level. The high number of 2S3 groups results in almost only 2S3s being targeted by the base. PACKO tried this out on several days and it worked quite well. It is quite a useful approach for the late stage of completing a map. Then came the long-awaited day of the final base attack. The player TAURUS from BIGREDONE was still setting flags. However, it was no longer worth him upgrading the defense towers to level 7, although he should have many cheap recoveries for it thanks to us. Kata had already lost his last base and thus his home map days before. For BIGREDONE, the initially absolute impossible became reality. The supposedly inactive small player SKRUPELLOS was able to take the entire map with the help of other good players. After all, BIGREDONE was a merger of two alliances in order to bundle all active players of both alliances. 50 active players against one SKRUPELLOS. The 20 episodes of this video series show the development on map 24 impressively. It didn't always look like Preußen would be able to win here. In the beginning, I was not taken seriously as an opponent. I was alone and was laughed at. BIGREDONE wanted to make their own life too easy and brought more players onto the map so that they could destroy me in even greater numbers. I used this short time at the beginning to connect the bases in my settlement area and founded an alliance, Preußen. Then BIGREDONE was too sure of being able to prevent the influx of further players by using their gazelle superiority. They had underestimated the commitment and playing strength of Co-op, Der Ich Bin, Enrico 8, Potenimus and Cell. At that time, these players had immediately answered my call for help and showed enormous commitment. With Bombe, Horton 22, Joe 502, KKK 92, Marie Ines, PACKO, Stealth 2 and Supertoll, other players gradually joined in. Without the iron will of Enrico, it would probably have been impossible to bring more players onto this map. PACKO in particular grew enormously on map 24. I have great experiences, dramatic battles and many joint successes with all these players. That's why I would like to take this opportunity to thank them all. With the capture of the last base, our activity in Base Attack Force will come to an end. We will continue to hold the map, but will be more active in the other games of Studiorpel. In Combat Siege, the community project that was delayed so much by Base Attack Force will be starting soon. It was a historic moment when the base finally fell. There was also some melancholy.